110:29.
प्रमाथ्यचैद्य प्रमुखानि सुष्मिण प्रदोम्नसाम्बा अम्बसुतदयो परा याश्चाहृताभामवदे सहस्रशः या वीर्यशुल्केन हृता स्वयंवरे प्रमाथ्यचैद्य प्रमुखान् हि शुष्मिणा प्रदोम्नसाम्बा अपसुतादया अपरा यश्चाहृताभामवदे सहस्रशः या वीरशुल्केन वृता स्वयंवरे प्रमाथ्यचैद्य प्रमुखान् हि शुष्मिणः प्रद्युम्नसाम्ब अम्बसुतादयो परा याश्चाहृताभामवदे सहस्रशः. Anybody on the Zoom wants to lead?
यवीर्यसुकेन हृता स्वयंवरे प्रमाथस्य च प्रमुखन् हि शुष्मिणः प्रद्युम्न सम्भवसुताय परा यश्चरितभौमवदे सहस्रशः
या वीर्यशुल्केन ऋतः स्वयंवरे प्रमाथ्यचैद्य प्रमुखान् हि सुष्मिनः प्रद्युम्न सम्भम्ब सुतादयो परा यश्चत्रता भौम वधे सहस्रशः
या वीर्यशुल्केन हृतः स्वयंवरे प्रमाथ्यचैद्य प्रमुखान् हि सुष्मिणः प्रद्युम्न सम्भम्ब सुतादयो परा यश्चक्र भौमा वदे सहर्षः
या वीर्यशुल्केन हृतया स्वयंवरे प्रमाथया सदेया प्रमुखान् हि सुष्मिणः प्रद्युम्न सम्भम्ब सुतादयो परा यश्चर्ता भौमा वधे सहर्षा. Thank you, Babu.
या the lady Vidya promise Shulkena by payment of the price Hrata taken away by force Swayamvare in the open selection of the bridegroom Pramatya harassing Chaitya King Shishupal Pramukhan headed by E positively Sushmina all very powerful Pradyumna Krishna's son Samba Amba Sutta Adya children Aparaha other lady Yaha those Cha also Ahrata Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. The children of these ladies are Pradumna, Samba, Amba, etc. Ladies like Rukmani, Satyabhama, and Jambavati were forcibly taken away by him from their Swayamvara ceremonies after he defeated many powerful kings headed by Shishupala. And other ladies were also forcibly taken away by him after he killed Bhaumasura and thousands of his assistants. All of these ladies are glorious. Oh, sorry, do you want to repeat the translation? Should we repeat the translation? The children of all these ladies like Pradumna, Samba, Amba, etc. Ladies like Rukmani, Satyabhama and Jambavati were forcibly taken away by him from their Swayamvara ceremonies after he defeated many powerful kings headed by Shishupala. And other ladies were also forcibly taken away by him after he killed Bhaumasura and thousands of his assistants. All these ladies are glorious. Purport. Exceptionally qualified daughters of the powerful kings were allowed to make a choice of their own bridegrooms in an open competition, and such ceremonies were called Swayamvara, or selection of the bridegroom. Because the Swayamvara was an open competition between the rival and the valiant princes, such princes were invited by the father of the princess, and usually there were regular fights between the invited princely order in a sporting spirit. But it so happened that sometimes the belligerent princes were killed in such a marriage fighting, and the victorious prince was offered the trophy princess, for whom so many princes died. Rukmani, the principal queen of Lord Krishna, was daughter of King of Vidarbha, who wished that his qualified, beautiful daughter be given away to Lord Krishna. But her eldest brother wanted her to be given away to King Shishupala, who happened to be a cousin of Krishna. So there was an open competition, and as usual, Lord Krishna emerged successful. After harassing Shishupal and other princes by his unrivaled prowess, Rukmani had 10 sons like Pradumna. There were other queens also taken away by Krishna in a similar way. Full description of these beautiful booty of Lord Krishna will be given in the 10th canto. There are 16,100 beautiful girls who were daughters of many kings and were forcibly stolen by Bhaumasura, who kept them captive desire. These girls prayed piteously to Lord Krishna for their deliverance, and the merciful Lord, called by their fervent prayers, released them all by fighting and killing Vamasura. All these captive princesses were then accepted by the Lord as his wives. Although in the estimation of society, they were all fallen girls. The all-powerful Lord Krishna accepted the humble prayers of these girls and married them with the adoration of queens. So, altogether, Krishna had 16,108 queens at Dwarka, and in each of them, he begot 10 sons. All these children grew up, and each had as many children as the father. The aggregate of the family numbered in the millions. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm trying to join the Zoom here so that I can see the devotees on the Zoom line. Anybody remembers the code to get in the meeting? Yeah. So here it is. 108 and 108. Passcode is 108. Yeah, I think I got it. I've got the link. Join. It says morning darshan. Yeah. Okay. I got it.
Can you see us?
Yes, I can see you, Mother. These are the ladies, the famous ladies of Hastinapur, who are glorifying Krishna. They are glorifying Krishna from verse, 23 to 31, just glorification. So in this particular verse, in order to glorify Krishna, these ladies are glorifying his wives and his children, which is very appropriate that Krishna is to be glorified and everybody who's connected to Krishna is also glorified. The same way, or we can say even at the last time, moment of death, or remembering one of these personalities, all the same, because they are so closely connected to Krishna. Like it is said that there are 5 things that any one of the 5 things you remember at the time of death is good enough. What are they? The name of Krishna, any of the names of Krishna. The second is Naam, Roop. Roop is form. Any form of Krishna you remember Krishna in at the last moment is good enough. And the third is Naam, Roop, Leela. Any pastimes of Krishna you remember at the last time is good enough. Naam, Roop, Leela, Guna. Any qualities of Krishna you remember at the last moment is good enough. Even if you can't remember a name of Krishna, if you can remember a quality of Krishna, is good enough. Like Ajamil was not able to remember name of Krishna, but he remembered the name of his son, Narayana. And that name was like a blessing to him of the Vaishnava devotees who had come to visit him. Maybe I tell you that story if we're talking about it. I don't know if I've told that story here before or not. That there were a bunch of devotees going through the village of Ajamil, where Ajamil used to live. And these devotees wanted to halt for the night, stop somewhere at somebody's place. So they asked some local young boys, who is the most, hospitable and generous person here, religiously minded, who may be able to host us all for the night. And these boys were in the mood to have fun. So they misguided the devotees by sending them to the worst person on the planet, which was Ajamil. That was Ajamil's reputation, was a very bad person. So all these people very hopefully showed up at Ajamil's place. And Ajamil's wife informed them that you have been cheated. Whoever sent you here has misguided you because you are at the wrong house. Ajamil is not really a very good person. He is. I will give you some water and some snack and feed you something quickly. But before Ajamil comes home, you better go. Otherwise, who knows, if he sees so many devotees together, he may even kill you all. So quickly go away. So they did that, but before leaving, they saw that Ajamil's wife was pregnant again. So they asked that you are expecting a child. Have you named this child? She said no. He said, could you do us a favor? If we ask you for a favor, would you do us a favor? She said yes, I'll do you a favor. Anything you want, but just get out of my house before Ajamil comes. So they said, we are going to name your son. We know that you have a son in your womb. We're going to name him Narayana. Because the devotees could see that he's coming very close to death. And at the last moment, he's not going to remember Krishna, but if he remembers his son, then that would be good enough. So, like that, you know the rest of the story, what happened. So we were discussing the 5 things. First is name, second is guna or quality, third is form or roop, fourth is pastimes or personalities here to discuss. Pradumna, Samba, Amba, Rukmini, Satyabhama, Jambavati, and then we have Shishupal, and we have Bhaumasura, and then we have the other 16,100 princes that Krishna married. So there is so much to discuss. We could do a whole week of seminar on this verse, but we'll try to cover what we can in this class, or do it briefly because we only have a few minutes. So, first of all, Srila Prabhupada is trying to explain the Swayamvara ceremony. Now, we have heard of so many Swayamvaras, but many of those Swayamvaras are not competitive. They are just like an introduction. So, because the princess of a king's daughter of a Kshatriya royal family, she's just a commodity. There is no respect because so many king can have unlimited numbers. But they are given respect by giving them a choice that you choose your own husband, we will not choose one for you. You choose your own husband. They have this privilege. All the other Varnas, even the Kshatriya families, who are not royal families, usually the parents choose a bridegroom for the bride. The bride doesn't go out to choose. The bride is not given the independence to go out and choose a husband for herself. That's never heard of in the Vedic time, but only and only in the case of royal princesses, they can have a Swayamvara. Now, most of the time, the Swayamvara is just an introduction. So many kings and princesses are invited, and the princess comes out with a garland to garland one of them. Somebody stands behind each one of them and gives them an introduction. This is Nitai Ram Prabhu. He's the temple president of ISKCON Vancouver, and he has won so many battles, and he's the disciple of so and so, and he has so much going for him, and he has such a bright future, and so on. Glorification of that person. And the princess is there holding a garland. And if she likes that glorification, she may choose him as her husband and garland him right at that moment. Or else she can just walk on to the next person. So usually what happens, through the grapevine, they know who they are looking for. But because there was no Facebook at that time, they have heard of the princes, but they have not seen them by faces. They don't know them by face. They may know somebody by their description, that, oh, the king of that place's oldest son named this one is very special, or very, very compassionate, or very good archer, or whatever quality, and she kind of has that person in her heart that I want to choose that person. So if she finds that person, she has the right to choose that person right there and then and accept him as her husband. But the Swayamvaras that we know of, the famous Swayamvaras that we know of, is Lord Ram, famous Swayamvar. There was no introduction, nobody cared who you are. You had to lift the bow. You have to lift the bow and competitive Swamvara situation that anyone who can pick up this bow, string it, is a competition. So whoever can do it, our princess will choose you as a husband if you can do that. So that is like a blind competition. Whoever can do it is chosen. And then there is famous Swamvara ceremony of Mother Draupadi. Draupadi was also at a very fierce competition to marry Draupadi, that you have to shoot in the eye of the fish turning around up on top of you by looking at the reflection down below in a pot of ghee or water, whatever, and you have to aim at the eye of the fish. Very, very heavy competition. Nobody could win it. And that's why Arjuna, who was in the form of a Brahmana at that time, because they were out of the kingdom, was given a chance to be able to shoot that arrow in the eye of the fish. So it was a very, very competitive kind of Swamvara ceremony. And both these women, both these highly advanced women, are actually Divya Janma. In Sanskrit, they're called Divya Janma. Divya Janma means they were not born out of the womb of their mothers. They were not born like all of us. They just appeared. Like Devi Sita appeared from within the ground, not from anybody's womb. She was not born out of anybody's womb. And same way, Draupadi appeared from a fire sacrifice. From the fire of the fire sacrifice, Draupadi appeared. So these are exceptionally qualified daughters of the powerful kings that Srila Prabhupada is talking about here. Exceptionally qualified daughters of the powerful kings were allowed to make the choice of their own bridegrooms in an open competition. So these women, they had a competition. Now, next, he's talking about, because Swamvara was an open competition between rival and valiant princes, such princes were invited by the father of the princess. And usually, there were regular fights between the invited princely order in a sporting spirit. So there was a competition in terms of fighting and proving yourself to be more powerful. But it so happened that sometimes belligerent princes were killed in such marriage fighting. So Srila Prabhupada is trying to point out that they were not so popular, these things, because you lose life and you're trying to do something auspicious and something inauspicious happens at the same time. That you're trying to have an auspicious ceremony of a celebration or a ceremony of your daughter's birthday, wedding, and on this side there is the dead prince, and now you have to deal with a dead body. So that's why these things were kind of avoided after this kind of things started to happen. And the victorious prince, was offered a trophy princess. The princess became a trophy of the winning, for whom so many princes died. Many princes died because of this one princess, so that she could have the most powerful or most skillful husband. if you like, choose this person or choose that person. Or I recommend this person, or if you like, whatever way you want to deal with your daughter, you want to tell her, because of course you are parent or guardian, you're worried about the welfare of the daughter. So you want to guide them in the right direction, because without direction, God knows where she is going to go, which demon she is going to pick. So they tried. So Bhishmaka tried to tell his daughter the glories of Krishna, that Krishna is the most glorious for obvious reasons, and she should pick Krishna in the Swayamvara. And Rukmani's brother, Rukmakesh or Rukmi, the main brother, there's so many brothers, one of them is Rukmakesh and one of them is Rukma something, the other one is Rukma something else. The main one is Rukmi. Rukmi, the oldest one, he had his own plan because he was going to become the king. So already, before becoming the king, while his father is still on the throne, he is preparing to be the king, the next king after his father. So he is trying to have his own other powerful princes. He's trying to make a relationship with them so that they become his allies. To make alliance with other states or kingdoms, they want to have this diplomatic relation, and a relation of marriage, giving your daughter to somebody or taking somebody's daughter, is kind of that alliance that is made, that then once this kind of exchange has taken place in your family, then usually you will not attack them, and usually you will also go to protect them if somebody else attacks them. So let's say you have given your daughter to somebody and somebody else attacks, third party attacks this party, so your daughter is there. So you worry because they defeat my son-in-law and they're going to take my daughter away and keep her as a servant, because that's what the Kshatriya kings do. They take the women and keep them as servants. So in order to protect your daughter, you will still go and try to save the situation. So this is alliances that people form. Now Rukmini, being in North India side, was more happy to join alliance with Shishupal. He thought Shishupal was a powerful king. He's in the neighborhood. It's a good idea for me to have an alliance with him. If I give him my sister, then less likely he will attack me, and we will become like brothers and allies like that. So for that reason, he wanted, and he was also worried that Krishna is Krishna. Krishna is very attractive and Krishna is very glorious. So if Krishna comes to the Swayamvara ceremony, then my sister may choose him. So he took over the work of inviting all the kings and princesses and told his father that yes, I had sent an invitation to Krishna Balram, but didn't do it. He did not even invite Krishna and Balram to the Swayamvara ceremony. And Devi Rukmini found out from her sources, from her grapevine, that Krishna and Balram are not even invited to come. So that's when she wrote a letter to Krishna that I want to marry you, and my brother hasn't even invited you, and he wants me to marry Shishupal and I don't. So that's why I want you to please kidnap me. Because in the Kshatriya Dharma, if you kidnap somebody's daughter, then that's it. It's considered as commodity. You lost it. It's gone. Never coming back. It's like losing money. If you lose money or you lose your daughter, same thing. It doesn't belong to you anymore. It belongs to whoever took her, abducted her, stole her, or did whatever with her, belongs to that person. This is the royal family system. Not everybody is not like that, but royal princes. So only Rukmini had that kind of Swayamvar, and she was picked up by Krishna. Upon her request, Krishna abducted her. That's what is mentioned in the translation, that he defeated many powerful kings headed by Shishupal. So when he abducted Rukmini Devi, Rukmi found out, and Rukmi went behind him to take his sister back, take his sister away from Krishna and take her back. And Krishna defeated Rukmi, and Shishupal was behind also. And what did Krishna do? He did not kill Rukmi. He could have killed Rukmi as a Kshatriya royal family. It is culture to kill each other, but he did not kill Rukmi upon the request of Rukmini. And later, actually, so many sons and daughters of Krishna and Rukmini married the sons and daughters of Rukmi, Rukmakesh, and so many other brothers they had. So it's like marriages between cousins. So marriages between cousins, we say, oh well, we've only heard that was in the Muslims. But in the royal families, marriages between cousins was very common. And a relationship like this is also very common, that we are one family, you are one family. We gave one daughter to you, and then in the next generation, we have other daughter. Then if our relationship is still intact and there is no other reason, we should be giving our next daughter to you again. Like that was also the culture. So Rukmi happily or unhappily gave his sister to Krishna. So he also gave so many of his daughters, his brother's daughters, to Krishna's sons to marry. Like that. This is a very strange system, but it is only prevalent in Kshatriya royal families, not other ones, not everyone. The Shudras don't do it, the Vaishyas don't do it, the Brahmanas don't do it, and not even other Kshatriyas do who are not royal family. Not every Kshatriya is a royal family. Only you're a royal family, you have a different set of rules, and all the other Kshatriyas follow the regular general society rules, not the royal family rules. So, further, Srila Prabhupada says, but her eldest brother wanted her to be given away to King Shishupal. So we discussed that already. who happened to be the cousin of Krishna. So there was open competition as usual. Krishna emerged successful. So Srila Prabhupada is referring to him abducting Rukmini, going away, Rukmini following him, and Krishna coming back and defeating Rukmini. So that's what Srila Prabhupada is calling Lord Krishna emerged successful after harassing Shishupal and other princes by his unrivaled prowess. Krishna defeated Rukmini and all his brothers and all his party, including Shishupal, alone. Krishna was one, and all of these people attacked Krishna to save Rukmini. Krishna had 10 sons, and there were other queens taken away by Lord Krishna in a similar way. Full description of the booty. So these other queens that the verse is saying were taken away were not really taken away. Satyabhama, as you know, was the sister of Satyajit. Satyajit is the person in the Shamantaka jewel pastime. In the Shamantaka jewel pastime, Satyajit, the brother of Satyabhama, gave the jewel and his sister to Krishna. So Krishna did not abduct Satyabhama, but kind of won her as a prize. He gave Krishna the Shamantaka Mani. The Shamantaka Mani was very, very powerful and like game changing. That whoever has it is the richest person in the world. So he also gave his sister that not only you become the richest person in the world, my sister also becomes, by marrying you, she also becomes the beneficiary of that wealth that I'm giving you so much. In any way, that is how Krishna married Satyabhama. And Jambavati was similar. Krishna had a fight with Jambavan over the Shamantaka jewel again. And when after how many days did they fight? 28 days or something? Yeah, 28 days. Jambavan and Lord Krishna had a fight over the Shamantaka jewel. And they fought each other for 28 days. And after 28 days, Jambavan realized that I am becoming less and less powerful, and this person over there is becoming more and more powerful upon me. And after 28 days, he hasn't lost one bit of strength or stamina. Who is he? I am Jambavan. Jambavan, very, very powerful, blessed personality, direct son of Brahma. This person is defeating me. This is almost like defeating Brahma. So who can defeat Brahma? This must be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Defeating me is no easy task. So after 28 days, Jambavan realized that this must be the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He said, look, I call this fight off. You take the Shamantaka jewel and you also take my daughter. Now he is giving the Shamantaka jewel to Krishna, and Krishna is becoming somebody who has a Shamantaka jewel. It's like, okay, we write the whole Vancouver Island to your name. You take the whole thing. So also take my sister because now you're going to become become the richest person in the world. So my sister also, that is his daughter, Jambavati, is Jambavan's daughter. So he gave Jambavati to Krishna in that way. Do we have time? Oh, as I said, this verse can be discussed for a week, but we don't have that much time. So I would like to, at this point, invite any questions or comments.
I have a question.
Yes, Mother.
If we remember all this beautiful information that you just gave at the time of death, will we go back home, back to Godhead?
If I am meditating on that at my last moment, because this is Krishna Leela, I am going back home, back to God.
Excellent. So thank you for your beautiful narrative. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Radhe.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Only just a little correction about Satyajit is not the brother of Satyabhama. He was the father.
Oh, Father? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem. And I remember only the names of the other brother just for the sake. Rukmi, Rukmaratha, Rukma Bhavu, Rukma Kesha, and Rukma Mali, it seems. Anyway, coming to the others, also we can talk is about Arjuna and Subhadra, isn't it? Arjuna and Subhadra. Subhadra was also kidnapped, isn't it?
Subhadra was kidnapped. Was an arrangement made of the kidnapping. Krishna said to Arjuna to kidnap Subhadra because he didn't want to say no to Balram, who was trying to have, or Balram had Duryodhana as a husband for Subhadra in his mind. And Krishna knew that. And he didn't want to say no to Balram. So he said the only way to get around this is that if you kidnap Subhadra because she likes you and you like her, then you should just get married without the blessings of Balram. I bless you. So you're right, that was also abduction, but there is no Swayamvara involved. There was no Swayamvara.
Thank you. Saraswati Mataji wanted to say something?
Yes, pranams. I was just wanting to inquire about Jambwan. Is this the same Jambwan that was in Lord Ram's pastimes?
Yes,
the one, the
Jambavanta.
bear? Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes, same
Thank you.
Jambavanta.
Thank you.
Jamavanta. Jamavanta ke vachan suhaye. Any other questions or comments?
You say that Jambavanta in Rama Leela wanted a fight with Rama. Isn't it the story?
Yeah, there is that pastime that he wanted to fight Lord Ram. But it is also unbelievable that Jamvant was so old at Lord Ram's time that he did not fight anybody. And at Lord Krishna's time, a whole yuga has passed, and he is still so powerful that he fought Krishna for 28 days. It is kind of unbelievable from a material perspective. But of course, these people are not material personalities. He is known to be the direct son of Brahma. So, Brahma, in one day of Brahma, 1000 Yuga Chakras go different from Brahma's perspective and our perspective. So I have heard somebody say, I can't quote who said that this Jambavan is the same as Jamwant in the Ramayana. And I've also heard that at the Ramayana time, he wanted to test his strength on Lord Ram, but of course he did not have the opportunity to do that because they were on the same team. So Lord Ram, knowing his heart's desire, blessed him that, okay, next time I come, you can fight me. So Lord Ram came as Krishna. Maybe Jamwant died and the same person was born again as Jambavan, because they're both bears. They're rich. They're not humans. So maybe Jamwant was the same person, or maybe Jamwant died and took birth again as Jambavan. But for spiritual purpose, they are the same personalities. And his wish was fulfilled by having a duel with Krishna or Lord Ram, same thing. So that's what I've heard. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, I have a question to ask. These Swayamvars, of course, on one side, it's like a monumental event. You know, these beautiful princesses can choose, but there's also a side effect, which is so common in the material world. There's no utopia here. Because we find, like, for instance, Sita Mata's Swayamvar, the Ravana, he was defeated. He couldn't even lift the bow, and he held that grudge. That grudge propelled him in the end to kidnap her. And if we think about Draupadi, all the princes, not all of them, but some of the princes that were not able to complete the task, but they had their eye on the trophy, like Jayadratha, Duryodhan, even Karan,
Yes.
for whatever reason, because either, well, in Karan's case, he wasn't even allowed to participate, although he could have completed successfully. So it's all this bitterness and this grudge, having been defeated or not being able to complete it, but they had their eye on that trophy. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, there's that grudge also propelled them to commit all these atrocities against Draupadi because of this grudge. So there is no, there is no fairy tale ending, is really my point in the material
Yeah.
world. Hare
So
Krishna.
you are right. A beautiful woman in the Shastra always suffers. Like Ahilya, she did no wrong and she suffered. And there are so many examples of all these beautiful women. They are suffering in their life because of their beauty, because they were so beautiful that everybody wants them. Even Lord Indra wants them, and people are ready and willing to do anything and everything to get this woman, and that makes her life miserable, hellish, but it is a side effect of whatever happens, and Krishna Leela goes on. All of these women, the 16,100 of them, were kidnapped by Bhaumasura. So they were like, Srila Prabhupada is calling them fallen women. But Krishna came and to their protection, he married them all and gave them the highest regard by accepting them as his own queens. And also Ahilya was suffering in that way because she was so beautiful and she got cursed. So Lord Ram came to protect Ahilya, and by him accepting her or coming to her rescue, nobody today can say say that Ahilya had done anything bad, because Ahilya is clean now because Lord Ram came to protect her himself. So nobody can raise a finger on Ahilya anymore. Similarly, nobody can raise a finger on these 16,100 princesses because Krishna accepted them as their wives. They are the only thing you can do now is worship them. That's the only thing you can do. So Krishna comes to protection. You are right. Very good analysis. I appreciate this analysis. But in the end, Krishna comes to protect them. And that is a good thing. Thank you. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanand.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.